Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to give you guys a tour of the Ye Olde Goat. This is where I do have one of my vendor booths, and recently I did a complete booth revamp. So I'm going to show you how I did that, and then I'm going to give you a tour of all the different booths within the Goat. And honestly, this is a big weekend for the Goat because it is their holiday open house. So as you walk in the front door, you are going to see that the whole front of the store is completely decked out for the holidays. The store manager and some of the other vendors really took a lot of time and just made it look absolutely stunning. Check out all these amazing displays up front, and now I'm going to also show you a few booths, and then we're going to take a peek at what I did to my own. With this being the holiday open house weekend, the vendors have been busy, you guys. They have been coming here on the daily, working late at night, just filling their booths with all things holiday. As they were doing that, I came up with a plan to do a massive booth flip. Was this the best time? Probably not, but there really is never a great time to do a booth flip. But during the holidays, yeah, I probably should have held off, but I had a plan and a vision, and I am going to bring you along for that. As I make my way to my booth, which is in the far back corner of the store, I am just going to showcase some of the vendors here at the Ye Olde Goat. And one thing you'll notice right away is that each vendor here has their own unique style, and they go all out with their booth displays. I love it how they just go, all of them just go big. I'm not going to do a lot of talking as I make my way back, but I'm just going to showcase a few of the booths as I make my way back there. And then once I get back to my booth, I'm going to show you the before, what my booth looked like before, and then what I did to it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the build, and then the after, and then I'll give you the rest of the tour. Here's a peek of what my booth looked like before I started the build. And if you guys watched recently, I had just gone in and moved all these pieces around, and I still was not happy, you guys, with how it was looking. So for starters, what I did is I went in and I took all the pieces that were on that side of the booth where I was going to build my wall. I moved them inside, and it was definitely a construction zone for several days, but it was what I had to do. The build started on Sunday evening. I was fortunate enough that one of the other vendors was able to stay a bit later, and I was able to get this wall up within about an hour and a half. And I had gone to Menards, grabbed all the supplies, unloaded them, and then in an hour and a half I had basically the skeleton of the wall up. And I come from a long line of builders, so all I really did, guys, is I kind of marked out on a piece of paper the length of the wall, where I wanted to place all my 2x4s, and that really gave me a rough idea of how many I needed. And all I can say is building a wall is a whole lot easier than all of you may think. So here it is. At this point, I have my base 2x4 down, and I have screwed in. I did not nail all the 2x4s in. I actually screwed them in, and now all I need to do is put on the top of the actual wall, and I will then push it up, and it will be all ready to go. So that is how I ended Sunday evening. I had the wall up and ready, and then I came back Monday to finish it. But for all of you ladies out there that think you cannot do something like this yourself, do not think that. We are all capable of doing something as simple as screwing together a few boards, and that's what building a wall is. So here it is. This is how I ended on Sunday evening. The wall is officially up. And from this point, what we're gonna do is I am heading back over to Menards. On one side, I am gonna use some faux brick wall. And then on the other side, we are gonna do a shiplap wall. Unfortunately, I did not get any footage of me installing the faux brick wall, but it really was as easy as measuring out each of the sections and sliding them through, and then I used, I screwed them all in. Here I'm installing the shiplap wall. A few of the boards were warped, so I did have to cut them in half and then brad nail them in. But this went so quick and easy as well, and I am loving how it's looking. Here is the faux brick wall, and you can see I'm painting it black. Initially, I was going to be painting this white, and I was up north that past weekend. I was inspired by a fireplace that I had seen, but then I was still hesitant to paint it all black until I spoke with Jeb, which is Jessie, another vendor, and she said, let's do black. And I'm like, yes. So thank you for that push that I needed to step out of my comfort zone and paint it black. And then I decided to go all in with my shiplap wall as well. And you guys, I love how it turned out. I think that black faux brick wall looks amazing in my booth display. And then the shiplap wall is going to be perfect for my new display. And in Monday's video, I am going to do my big reveal of what new product I'll be adding to the booth. Unfortunately, it is not yet ready to be put in the booth just yet. Because I dedicated so much time to that wall build, I did not get to put as much Christmas or holiday in my booth as I had wanted. I did add a bit here and there, but I still have plenty of time to add to the Yield Goat booth. I have not added anything yet to Antique Up or Water Street Vintage. I feel terrible, but I will definitely be featuring those booths in upcoming videos because they are both going to get massive redos as well. So I am going to now give you the rest of the tour, and I hope you guys enjoy and are inspired by so many of these amazing vendors within the Yield Goat, and I cannot wait to show you everything on Monday's video about my new product that I will be having in my online store, and initially starting off at the Yield Goat and hopefully be expanding to my other 2 vendor booths.